Welcome, everyone, to another episode of WIESTWORLD. Here we are. Man, how about that intro, huh? I think I love it even more every week, if that's possible. Indeed. Hey, so we're at WIESTWORLD today, and man, it is Brad Leali Day. You probably heard it on the news. It is. And I have been enjoying this podcast now for a while. It started out as the Leadology podcast. It was named for my book of the same name, Leadology, and I interviewed trombone players. Just, man, some of the greatest in the world. And we will continue to have trombone players on this show. But I thought, let's make the tent a little bigger. And in fact, let's cover the world. And it's WIESTWORLD at the end of the day. And so here we are, and I've expanded it. We had Greg Bissonette, the great drummer, on last week. And now, my dear friend, Brad Leali. Most of these folks are my friends or somebody who I want to get to know as a friend. So it's very selfish, this show, because I get to see my friends and talk with them and make new friends. And in so doing, lift up my fellow artists, my fellow wizards in this music that we love so much, and get to brag on them a little bit. So here we are. It's all about Brad Leali today. Unbelievable alto saxophonist. He plays a lot of the woodwinds, of course, as one does in his position, but he's known for alto. Man, I first met him back in the day at North Texas with the 1 o'clock, and wrote some charts that featured him. As well as, man, Brad has lived such a beautiful, and as you'll hear, blessed life. Harry Connick Jr., Count Basie, and nowadays Lyle, Lovett, the Kennedy Center honors. Man, some of my favorite Kennedy Center moments, Aretha, Led Zeppelin, Paul McCartney, Brad's right there, him and Blue Lou, and so many other great cats. So he knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two. And you know what? Let's get right to it. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Brad Leali. Hey, everybody, look, it's Brad Leali. Here he is. What's up, Brad?
Steve, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing great. The one thing I'm worried about is this audience, though. This unruly studio audience. And even dogs. There's dogs here, too.
That's my dog. Very unruly at the moment.
Oh, security, please quiet this audience down. It seems like it's thousands. We just have to get them to be quiet. And
it's exciting.
Who let the dogs in is what I need to know. But, so mine is right outside the door. What's your dog's name? The audience
Brownie, for Clifford Brown.
Oh, man, I don't know if I've met Brownie.
Yeah.
That's great. Mine is Deborah's and I. We have a golden 2-year-old retriever named Phoebe. Wow. She's Phoebe. Yeah.
Wow.
Brownie's got something to say.
Yeah. Somebody must be walking down the sidewalk. I should ask my mom to bring him in her room.
That's right. You need to have a thing outside your door that says recording. When the red light's on, that means you be quiet. When the light's on. Yeah. Brownie, that's right. Well, here we are. It's Brad Leali Day here in WIESTWORLD. And I got a weird question for you. All right. Our good pal, Glenn Coster, has always said Leali. What's up with that? It's Leali,
no,
right?
Man. No, that's Glenn's take.
Okay.
It's Leali.
That's what I thought. I've always said that.
Yeah.
But last time I heard him say Brad Leali, I got all paranoid. Oh, man.
No, man.
Okay.
Glenn has done that for years.
It's a Glenn take. He's got his own way of looking at the world.
Right.
And I love him dearly. But, okay, we established his Leali. And there.
But it's actually supposed to be Leali. It's Italian. It's supposed to be Leali.
Leali.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the show Finding Your Roots? It's a PBS show. It's really cool where they do.
Who's the host?
I can't think of his name now. He's a famous professor.
It's Henry Lewis Gates or something like that.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll put it in on the screen and I'll edit as to where we seem like we know
Okay.
what the heck's going on.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a great show. It'd be interesting
Yeah.
to see where Leali came from and at what point. But anyway, so here we are. We're going to go all Actors Studio here. Full disclosure, Brad is as much my brother as my brother from my mother is. We've known each other forever.
We certainly have.
Yes, and I've treasured every minute of it, and we'll bring in some interesting stories later about that.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
But so I'm going to pretend like I'm interviewing you here a little bit.
Okay.
Actors Studio. Brad Leali begins in Denver. This is correct, right?
Yes, Denver, Colorado.
Born and raised Denver.
Born and raised.
Man, and what a great scene, as I understand it. Let's talk about your the family upbringing, the influences there, the influences of the church. Tell us about the Leali household.
Wow. Well, it was. Oh man, when I think of it, of course, I took things for granted then because it was just a way of life. But
yeah,
now that I look back, I can't even. I'm so extremely blessed. You know, my grandfather was a Baptist preacher.
Oh,
and yeah, he was a Baptist preacher, and not only that, he was a major contributor to our community. He had his own gas station at one time. He was an entrepreneur. He had his own. We had our own Leali's barbecue restaurant.
No way.
Built his house. Yeah, my grandfather was incredible. Anyway, and had his own church, of course. But yeah, he lived in 5 Points, which was, predominantly African American. That was where all the streets came together, right downtown. It was such a hip area, man.
It's still celebrated in Denver to this day.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Sure.
So my dad, of course, and my dad was man, he loved jazz. He loved jazz. He used to play saxophone, alto.
Yeah.
And John Coltrane was his man. Like, I grew up hearing Blue Train.
Get out. How young were you when you first heard Coltrane?
I heard it out of the womb.
Wow.
Not knowing what I was saying, because that's all he played when we were in the car. When we got home, KADX, KDKO, those were the stations. So
wow.
He was really quite hip. That's all I listened to. So I grew up going through his collection, listening to Train, Cannonball, Miles, Stanley Turrentine, Lou Donaldson, Clifford Brown, Max Roach. The list goes on and on and on. Kenny Burrell, J.J. Johnson, Freddie Hubbard,
the Justice League of jazz, man.
And my mother was listening to my mother loved Nancy Wilson. She still loves Nancy Wilson to this day. So it was really nice to get the vocal side of things as well. Not only instrumental, but she was listening to Nancy Wilson, like I said, Carmen McRae, Billie Holiday, Etta Jones, Etta James, just and this might explain
this might explain some of the Brad Leali style, which is itself a very vocal style. And so you're growing up right away with the vocalists as well as instrumentals.
Yeah, I've always felt the musicians in the community, and it was a community of musicians, community of great musicians. They would always tell me to sing through the instrument, And, it's just something that I have always tried to do.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes successfully, sometimes maybe not, but it's something that has always been ingrained in me. And plus, I love it. Oh man,
Yeah, it's the best. To this day, I'm a Sarah guy. So to this day, whenever I hear Sarah's, I'll just stop whatever I'm doing
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
wallow in that sound, man. Which
All of me. They were listening to Aretha Franklin,
wow,
right?
man. Yep. Well, sure, with
You
gospel
know,
at that, yeah, at that
yeah.
time, sure.
All of James. It was just so much, so much, and it always. I think that my parents, they came up in that generation where you had to feel something,
Right, right.
bring
Yep.
something to the table with feeling and emotion, and
Mm,
that's really what they tapped into. And I kind of grew up, not kind of, I grew up in that environment, in that type of
sure. Yeah,
mental
what a
yeah.
great gift. What a great gift that sometimes students will study the craft and the vocabulary, but not always the feeling and telling the
Right.
story. So, man, it's so cool that you grew up that way. Well, let's look at the path a little bit here. So, we
Okay.
were talking earlier a little bit about the Denver Junior Police concert band. How did was that like the first organization you were in, or how'd that work?
That was the first one, man. That was the first
Wow,
one. It was funny because we had to dress up like little policemen.
really?
Yeah, we had the
Oh
uniform
man,
on, we had the hat,
wow.
everything. There's some pictures. My mom still has some pictures in the uniform.
Oh, I must see those sometime.
Yeah, but it was a very informative, I would say, uh,
Mm.
upbringing in that concert band arena, because my cousin Jeff is a trombone player.
And
My
we've
cousin Larry
had the
was a
pleasure
trumpet.
of playing with Jeff once.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did. You
Hmm.
did. And Larry doesn't play anymore, but they were in the band before me. So they
Oh,
are the ones that, their father, my Uncle Milton, told my dad about it, and my dad signed me up. So it was a lot of fun. I was there with my cousins, and
wow.
yeah, we would go there. And then when we got home, we'd go home and play some Abersols. And
Man.
it was really nice, man.
The community aspect, the emphasis on that, man. This is a group of
Yeah,
people, a village, a community,
it truly,
all thinking and supporting one another. Man,
yeah,
well, you add that to your time in the church and
yeah, yeah.
just no doubt how you started. Well, before we leave Denver, tell me about I always get the name wrong when I was living there. El Chapultepec.
El Chapultepec.
Chapultepec, that's
El
it.
Chapultepec, the
Eh,
peck.
the Peck.
That's all you
And
need to say, the peck.
the
Everybody
Peck.
knows.
All right. So I'll be hip now, the Peck. So everybody was there. Man, you saw so many cats there.
Oh my goodness, man.
Eh,
That was school.
yeah. Yeah.
That was school. Because as
Hmm.
I say, community, community, community.
Right.
All the cats came through the peck. Dexter Gordon,
Ah.
oh, Clark Terry,
So
uh,
Benny
uh,
Golson came through
Benny
there. Yeah.
Golson, um, um, uh, Nat Adderley,
Oh, man.
oh, Cleanhead Vincent, Eddie Cleanhead
Woo. Yeah.
Vincent.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, man. And it was a small stage. You could
Right.
come in for free,
Yep.
and you can sit there, and not only would you hear great music, but you can go right. They had the best burritos in town, right?
Yes. Now that I have, yes, I'm familiar with that. So
Yeah.
you're in there enjoying this, and was there any access? Were the cats cool to a young
Oh man, they were
person in
always
there?
cool. That's why
Yeah.
I was always there. And the local
Mm,
musicians,
yeah.
oh man, it was just every night they had
Mm.
music. And Jerry, the owner, who was really the one that was responsible for it being so hip, he would let the young kids come in. We come in, we get to sit in, with cats like
Wow.
Billy Tolls, a local legend. They
Hmm.
just had, yeah, everyone,
Wow.
everyone was there. All these local musicians were just, Ed Battle, great singer. You know, a lot of I can't. You know, when I get emotional about this, then I
Of
start getting
course.
names and
Yep.
things like that. But man, there were so many, and they would just take us, you know,
Yeah.
and they would teach us. They would let us sit in, and if we did
Wow.
something wrong, they would tell us. They'd also tell us what to do. And you know, it was just a community. Billy Wallace, phenomenal pianist.
Wow. So
Man,
these were your years of truly learning on the bandstand. You had that
absolutely.
opportunity, and the absolute best upbringing in our music. It
Uh,
can't get any better. That's
Freddie Rodriguez, Nat Yarbrough. I could go on and
wow,
yes, yeah,
amazing.
it
That
was it was really phenomenal, phenomenal.
well, now we're getting to the point in the travels of Bradford Leali,
Mhm.
where you and I will soon meet. So, what's your path to the University of North Texas? Back then, we called it North Texas,
North
but
Texas.
yeah, state.
Well,
So,
Charlie Young, you know Charlie Young?
yeah,
Charlie Young. Charlie Young was, I saw an album, or no, I didn't see an album, but someone told me about Charlie Young.
hmm
And Charlie Young was the lead alto player
right.
and African American,
Mm,
phenomenal. I just
wow.
knew that he went there. He did this great arrangement on Cannonball's solo on Easy to Love. And
Right,
I, and I was like, wow, I want to, I want to do, I want to be like that.
right,
And
right.
so Javon Jackson, the great Javon Jackson, great
Yeah,
tenor player, we decided because I had no idea. This is why I respect some of the kids these days. They know exactly where they're going to go. They go do research on
yep,
schools, teaching.
yeah.
Well, we didn't. It was quite different back then.
Yeah, we didn't have
Yeah,
access to that.
we didn't have access
Yes,
to all that information.
right.
So he said he was going to. I had a full ride to UNLV, um,
Oh,
but Javon said he wanted to go to North Texas. So I
ah,
had no clue. I was like, okay, I'm going to North Texas with you.
ah.
Charlie Young is there, and you know, my mom is from Dallas, from Oak
Yeah,
Cliff. So I'm going to Dallas and I'm gonna go to North Texas. And then at the last moment, Javon decided not to go.
right.
And I
Yeah,
had all my paperwork done, and I told my mother, I said, Mom, I'm not going. And
yeah.
she said, I don't think so. You're going. So
Please give her an extra hug for
yeah.
that.
Man,
But
there's so many things I need to hug her for, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so it's funny. She said, "You're
Wow.
going," and then I said another thing I thought was funny. I said, "Mama, I'm gonna major in jazz studies too,"
Oh,
and my mother said, "No, you're not. You're going to major in music education. You grew up with
ah,
jazz. This is how you grew up."
that's right. Well, that's
And
good point,
yeah,
man.
it was a
Yeah.
great point, and I thank her to this day for that because I got there, and no, even though I wasn't a jazz major, it was so cool because you could still go to the classes, you could still talk to the professors, and all my friends. You know, all we did was practice, and
Right.
I would look in their books and get their assignments. So it was like I got
Ah,
the best of both worlds. So that's how
yeah.
I ended up in North Texas. Yeah,
Well, I'm so glad you did it. And
yeah, me
your mom is spot on. You had already lived the education that most students read about,
right,
So
right.
you were already with the cats, and wow, that's incredible. And then, as I mentioned, I had the honor of meeting you and hooking up with you and Glenn
Yeah,
and Shelly
right.
and
It's jelly.
all the cats. It's you and Shelly are, I've often said it's like Batman and Batman. It's both Batman. There's no Robin in that relationship.
That's my brother. That's truly my
Yeah.
brother. We were
Oh,
like, and we're still like this.
it's
You know,
beautiful to see you guys
yeah,
together. You can tell the
yeah.
bond is but what was so cool about, coming from the outside as I did from Maynard's band to
hmm
North Texas
hmm
and hearing the cats doing the usual thing that was popular in those fusiony days.
Uh-huh.
And then here comes you and Shelly doing the traditional stuff. And it was instantly, to me, I said, I must spend time with Brad and Shelly. I must write for Brad and Shelley. I must learn from Brad and Shelley. Yeah, here came Cannonball and the Jug. It's just like the Cats.
Arnett Cop. I didn't know you felt like that. We were just hanging, man. We were all hanging, having fun, sharing information.
It was definitely a community vibe. We were just a laugh a minute, just crazy. That's anytime you get a bunch of musicians together. That's why I think it was such a blessing the way you grew up. It's just you get musicians together and forget it. It's I almost feel bad for civilians for the rest of the world because they can't hang like musicians do. So for all the civilian listeners, it's cool because you guys can do math and you're responsible. but we have a hang that's Oh man. Okay. So now let's move on quick because I want to get to some new stuff here. But we have to do the path, the journey of Brad to how you got to the voodoo that you do now. Harry Connick. When did that came up pretty quick after the 1 o'clock and all that stuff at North Texas. You hook up with Harry.
Well, you know me. I come from the church, so I'm very spiritual, and I believe that the Lord has a path for everyone.
Right.
And you just have to listen and just go with it, right?
Yep.
And not saying that we're all perfect. We all make mistakes, but you dig what I'm saying.
I do.
So, it's funny. You know how there can be cliques. You know how there were cliques. The cats that can play, they're going to be like this and they're going to vibe everybody else,
Right.
So, and I have never, you as well, that never vibed with me. I can't stand it. I guess it comes from being African American. You can't, you do what I'm saying, love,
absolutely.
You grow up with
Yes.
the world is a clique against you. Anyway, so I've never, ever been into that. But there was a trumpet player named Kevin at UNT. He was different. He was a little different, and musicians are different anyway. That's why I couldn't understand. We're all different.
Right.
So
yep.
I think that I just liked him. He wasn't in the 1 o'clock or anything like that. I just dug him. He was a good dude.
Sure.
And so we were friends, and he ended up leaving, right? And so this is years later, right? So I get home one night, I'm hanging out with my good friend Deepak, and I get home and I get this message on my answering machine, which we had back in those days.
Right.
And it was Ben Wolf. Ben Wolf was Harry's bass player. And it was funny because about 4 or 5 days before that, I went to the record store and I picked up When Harry Met Sally because I had been hearing about Harry Connick Jr.
Right.
And I said, man, let me get this album and hear what these cats are dealing with. And they were swinging. And so I get home, Ben Wolf is calling me. And he said, hey, Brad, my name is Ben Wolf. I'm the bass player from Harry Connick Jr. And we already had auditions in Dallas, but we didn't hear about you. And so we're still looking for someone. And a friend of ours named Kevin Trumpet gave us your number.
The circle comes back. That's right.
There you go. That's why you have to always be careful, right? Not just because you know what may happen or what may not happen. Just be cool. Just be cool with people. Just be nice.
Rule. Yep.
That's my wife says. Be cool, be kind. So Kevin gave us your name and we'd like you to, audition for the band.
Wow.
And I said, okay, well, I have a demo tape. We had demo tapes back there and I could send it to you.
Yeah.
And Ben said, no, we don't have time for that. I just need to hear you play now.
Wow. On the phone.
On the phone.
So, man.
He said, play something. So I played Cherokee. He said, okay, you got the gig.
Oh, wow. Bam. There it is.
There you go. And you tell me that's the Lord right there.
Yeah, I agree, man.
That's the Lord right there.
I'm the same way.
And so it happened that I was graduating in a week.
Wow.
I graduated. The next day after graduation, I was in Boston with Harry Connick Jr. rehearsing.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, that's how I.
All right. So at some point, there's going to have to be the Brad Leali memoir, because stories like that have got to get out there, man. That's beautiful.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
And then I can't even tell you that first rehearsal. I remember the first rehearsal because, and I'm not, I loved my time with the 1 o'clock. It was fantastic.
It was fun to write for you in there, like night visions and stuff,
Yeah, right.
Got to put a Brad solo in here. Yeah.
But when I heard that band, it was like, wow.
That's a serious
Oh
band.
my God.
Yeah.
And there was a trumpet player, you know who he is. He's still around. Leroy Jones.
Sure. Man, killing.
Man.
Yep.
On the first rehearsal, I heard Leroy playing behind me. And it was like, wow.
Yep. There it is. It's one of those truths when you hear certain cats, it's just no questions, no argument. You just know here's a guy can tell a story, and Leroy is a storyteller, man.
Just special.
Yep.
Just truly singing through that trumpet. He was a major influence on me. And, just by listening to him every night, I had never seen one person with their instrument just rock a crowd of thousands.
There it is. Yes. The communicating with the people, that's telling a story, right? It's,
wow.
That's so important. And
it was crazy, man. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's not Christmas time here at the Wiest household until we hear Brad Leali playing lead alto on When My Heart Finds Christmas. Folks, go out and buy that recording now. It's the best.
You. Oh man.
That's state of the art Bradford right there.
Yeah, that was such an education, man, because Harry he really knew how to get a band together.
And he wrote all those arrangements, those charts were his, right? That's beautiful.
Well,
we'll keep it moving here a little bit. So, I'd like to spend the whole day with you, but your mom, your wife, Brownie, everybody needs some time with Brad.
They need Brad time.
They do. It's important. Brad time is important. All right. So you get a call recommended from Foz, or did you start out with Frank Foster with Basie before Grover? So how did the Basie thing happen?
Yeah. What happened was we were doing with Harry Connick Jr., we were doing a record date with Branford's ex-wife. And Frank Foster was doing the arrangements. So Frank Foster came in and we recorded, right? And he heard me and he said, "Hey, man, when I want you to play alto in the Basie band, when you get out of this band, when we have opening." And I said, "Wow." I said, "You're Frank Foster." I said, "What?" I was like, "Okay."
Yep.
So yeah, man. When Harry's band ended, it just again, man. Thank you, Lord.
Yep.
There was an opening in the Basie band, and Frank Foster called me, and that was. I was working on my DMA, my master's.
Oh
no, that was my master's. In
you
the
were at
real
Rutgers?
music world.
No.
No. I'm
with Basie, the University of Basie. Now it's yes.
Basie. I got my undergrad with Harry Connick,
right?
And now I was working on my master's.
Man, so did you start out playing the solo alto chair, or were you lead?
No, I always played second alto.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I always played. Oh yeah, it's a solo chair. Yeah.
Yep. Man. Well, I think of it that way, but of course, anybody who plays that lead chair is also
right.
Man. So what a story. We have to you got to do the memoir. And of course, as you saw on Facebook, I already have a title for you. Gratis. It's for you.
Oh yeah.
The priority is still and always will be soul. There's your memoir title right there. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh man. Okay. What in the heck? I mean, there's so many great things. Let's just jump right into, after that, at some point, you take advantage of your education in education and you get the gig at Texas Tech. And then I call you up as soon as Jim left North Texas, and I said, "Oh no,
sure did.
You are not going to be at Texas Tech. Sorry, folks, you're coming here to North Texas." And
you sure did.
Happily you did, man. I might have called you minutes after I heard that Jim had left.
Yeah, you certainly did. Thank you for that.
Oh,
it's
thank
funny,
me.
man.
I really thank myself, man.
Wow. I was happy at Texas State.
You were doing great things. You established a scholarship there and all kinds of.
I was like, this is it. This is the golden ticket.
Yes.
Texas Tech, Lubbock, Texas. I was like, damn, this is where this is it for me. And I remember I still miss those people there. That was great opportunity for me. It was a wonderful learning opportunity. But I remember you called me and then it worked out where I was coming back from a tour and I had just a couple of hours and I came to North Texas and did the interview. And when I got back to Lubbock, that's when Neil called me and said, "Hey man, we would like to offer you the job."
Bam.
And you know what I said? I said, well, let me be back because I wanted to ask her. I remember I asked my mentor, Willie Hill.
Willie? Yeah, I remember Willie.
I said, do you think I really like it here? Do you think I should go to North Texas? And he said, are you crazy?
All right. I need to give him an extra hug, buy him some dinner.
What? That's not right.
Wow.
So yeah, I called Neil immediately and said, yeah. But
I'm so glad you did, man.
It was great. I just, Lubbock, Texas was so good to me. It was really difficult to leave because the faculty, I established so many friends, even in administration. It was really nice. But yeah, and they all agreed, and I know now, but moving to Texas it's just a no-brainer. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a high profile. It's the ultimate kind of pulpit for, communicating, getting wonderful students, and just, you can do so many great things with that. And you have, and you continue to. It's
thank you.
Wonderful to see you there and your students. Forget about it. Every year I look forward to seeing who's the next Leali star this year. And there's always somebody who's killing it. Well, you know what? There's so many more things on your path because you've done so many things. There's two I'm going to get back to, but first I want to try out this new thing on you.
Okay.
Because this is the first time it's going to show up. We've heard about the Actors Studio. He would ask these questions. And then Stephen Colbert copied that and came up with the Colbert questionnaire to say, how do we really know somebody? And so I have come up with a new feature, and it's called, and I'm going to leave some space because I got a fanfare. It's called the WIESTWORLD Inquisition. There's that fanfare, huh? That thing is spared no expense. 7 cues to heaven to really get to know somebody.
7 cues to heaven.
7 cues to heaven. Referring to our good friend Miles Davis. What do you mean referring to it? That's stealing is what you're doing. All right, so I'm going to ask these questions, and here's the deal. Don't even think about it. Just boom, you got to answer them. And it'll tell us a lot about who Bradford Leali really is. And we can discuss afterwards or just zip right through them. So question number 1 for the very first, WIESTWORLD Inquisition. Who is your favorite superhero? Now, this could be any genre, comics, literature, somebody you know personally, etc. Who is your superhero favorite?
Oh, come on, man. My mom.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I think that's a beautiful answer. All right. Question number 2. What is your go-to recording, or is there just one? It could be like 100, but your go-to that you just keep coming back and coming back to it.
Oh, come on. That's so unfair.
I know.
I have
one of them.
So
What's
many.
one of your go-tos that you say, I got to listen to this. I haven't heard it in a while.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you, there's Don Wilkerson.
Okay.
Don Wilkerson, great tenor player. Not many people know him because he did maybe 4 sides with Blue Note, played with Ray Charles. But this is a bootleg of Don Wilkerson playing Come Rain or Come Shine.
Wow.
With Ray Charles. And the tempo is like this. I'm gonna love you.
Oh, man.
Like, I'm telling you. It rips my heart apart every time I hear it.
I must hear this. Next time we get together, I want to hear it.
But can I just say Cannonball?
All right.
Janine.
Yes.
On them dirty blues. Okay. And they're swinging so.
That's 2 go-tos right there. That's great. All right. Now, this one will be easier or not. What's your favorite season of the year and why?
Fall.
That's mine too.
I love fall.
Me too.
You have the holidays. Yep. I love Thanksgiving. I love Halloween. I love Christmas. Yep. My wife's birthday.
There you go. We've got that. That's recorded now. That's some points. That's some points.
And the weather is nice and cool. You can wear sweaters.
Yep.
You don't have to, sweat and.
Especially in Texas, it finally breaks and like gets down to the cold 75s and 80s.
Yeah. The beautiful, the leaves. I love fall.
All right. Here's question number 4. What is streaming at Castle Leali tonight? What's streaming? What are you guys watching? Uh-oh.
To tell the truth, I have to tell the truth.
Absolutely. Or not.
Okay.
We want to get to know. We got to get to know Bradley a little closer.
My mother and I like these.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
We like Dateline.
Dateline. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mother wanted to be a forensic psychologist, or she wanted to be she really digs that stuff, like how to figure out crimes and things like that. Yeah.
That's it. We go back to the original Datelines, and then I haven't seen modern day Datelines. Do they have a good cat that does that?
Yeah.
That original guy was deep, man.
Yes. My wife doesn't like those though, so that's why.
You got to sneak them in. Well, that's good. That's what's streaming. All right. Hey, here's number 5. What is the best ice cream flavor?
Well, man, I have we have my wife's son, my son too, Braden, was working at an ice cream store ice cream shop in San Francisco. Wow. And he would get me this ice cream that was raspberry, brie.
Oh, get out. Brie,
and
really?
And walnuts. Oh,
wow. That sounds killing.
It was killing, man.
See, it was killing. I'm like chocolate peanut butter.
I know. I was. See, that's.
But that's hip. What you just said, that's like another
I
level.
love chocolate and peanut butter. In fact, my wife, that was my birthday cake.
Oh,
knows I love that. So
yeah.
But man, man, he brought this home for me one night, and it was just ridiculous.
Raspberry, brie, and
It's
walnut.
raspberry, brie, and walnut.
Oh my goodness.
It's insane.
All right, got two more. What is your favorite sports team or athlete? I think I know the answer to this one now, but
you think so?
I think because you mentioned it earlier, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. I'd have to go basketball, Michael Jordan.
End of the story right there. I assume you saw that great documentary.
Absolutely.
That was, I've seen it twice. I love that stuff, man.
Yeah.
All right, here's the easiest one. Number 7, the last question. What is the meaning of life?
Wow. You know, to me, the meaning of life is love. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Leali has passed the first WIESTWORLD Inquisition.
That's it.
Applause.
Boy, that was hard.
Yeah, you think so? The Inquisition was a little tough?
It was fun. I mean, you know, it makes you think it's like, oh man, favorite superhero, but it can be anyone.
Anybody. You know, I was originally thinking Superman, Batman, you know, Black Panther,
right.
But you know, anyone, and that opens it up to
that really opens it up. I was gonna say Black Panther.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait a minute, like real superhero, yeah.
Right. That's your mom. You can't get a better answer than that. All right, here's another feature, and then we're closing in on stuff. This is called, watch out because I spared no expense on these special effects. This is called the lightning round. And see, look at that. Oh my gosh, it is terrifying. Well, yes, it's time for every time I say the word lightning. There it was again. And so feel free to freak out because it's going to be there every time I say, watch, I'll do it twice. Lightning. Oh, the lightning round. All right. What is this feature? This is where I've picked at random. Well, I actually bought them to add to my collection because everybody should not just listen to our music. They should purchase it and help an angel get its wings. Oh, give a musician some money. So I bought these, and I'm just going to mention the title and the album, and then you can tell us a little bit about what that brings to mind. And then if it's cool with you, I mean, copyright and all that, it's fine because I bought them, and I don't, Lord knows, I don't get any money for this podcast. So there's no copyright infringement. I'll play them so folks can hear Brad Leali. All right, the first one, I have to do it. Count plays Duke. Grover's at the head, and we're talking about the Star-Crossed Lovers.
Oh, wow.
So beautiful. I'll just say that. It's one of my favorite Brad Leali moments. Tell us about that.
Well, that brings back, you know, Grover was like, man, almost like a second dad to me. I was so close to him. He really believed in me. He really, really did. You know, and at the time, he said, Brad, I hear you on this. And I couldn't stand that tune.
Really?
I couldn't. I didn't get it. I was too young. I didn't get it. Now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what was my problem? But this is why, in my opinion, we need elders. We need to respect our elders. We have to embrace them because their wisdom is on another level. They know more.
They've lived it. It's experiential.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now,
I totally agree.
I love that. I wish I had a second chance at it.
Well,
but I think
you sound great on it, and I think everybody else did too. Because did you not get nominated for a Grammy for that song?
Well,
yeah. I'll say that because I know you are as humble as Slide Hampton was. I just know that certain cats are humble for a really good reason, but you got a Grammy nomination. So, you know what? Let's listen to it now. Editing wise, we're not going to really do it, but
all right.
Here is now. Before this, it might be the world's most stupid question, but is this Duke's arrangement or did somebody arrange the tune?
This is Micah Benny.
Micah Benny. Beautiful chart.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful chart. Count Basie Orchestra, Grover Mitchell, director. Here's Brad Leali, The Star-Crossed Lovers.
Wow. Thank you, Grover.
Boom. back from that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's so beautiful, man. And I love the chart. I'm glad to see that it was a Benny, man. He's a great writer.
Yeah, he is.
All right, I'm gonna pick another one. This is going deep here. DA's Time Manteca. Is this Klaus that put this together?
Yes.
It's killing.
Yeah.
I love this chart, man.
Yes.
Tell us about this album, the quintet version of Manteca.
Well, it was something that we kind of got together on our tour. We had done several tours, and it was one of the tunes that we wanted to play, and it kind of evolved into what it was.
Nice.
And it was just something we all wanted to play.
So it kind of organically grew from the tour experience.
Yeah.
And you recorded after the tour.
We recorded after the tour,
Oh, that's brilliant, man.
I mean, that's a quartet, right?
It's a quartet, I think.
Yeah. And that's it.
Or it said, I wrote down quintet, but it could have been I told you I wasn't good with math. So
yeah.
It's some cats playing. Well, here it is. Check it out. Here is the organic arrangement that comes from the tour. Klaus, here is Manteca. And manteca, I have always loved, and I only learned later in life that that meant lard. I mean, you know, like a cooking lard.
I had no
manteca.
idea. This is news to me. I had no idea.
I found out that Dizzy, I guess the circles he ran in the Carolinas or something, that this was a brand of like Crisco, like oil, like lard, you know, it's manteca. It's lard. Oh man. We'll get some comments on that. They'll say, "What are you talking about, lard, man? It's a," but I think it was. That's what I always heard.
Okay.
Here's number 3 on the lightning round. No, sorry, I keep scaring Brad. The poor Brownie's freaking out. You know,
Brownie's like confused.
Well, I have to choose this one because we have some history on this, and that is from Priority Soul and a couple of other records. You've done it a couple of times. Puddin' Time.
Oh man!
So tell us about. There's a story involved in it. One of your recordings has a clip of the preaching, right?
That's my grandfather.
That
who I
is
spoke
your
of earlier.
Okay.
I wrote it for him, and the story is well, you know, they used to call before my grandfather was saved, right?
Yeah.
They used to call him Pud. And the Pud would meant pretty boy. He was a pretty boy, you know, had all kinds of ladies and things like this. This is before he was saved.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, when I first moved to New York, you know how sometimes you're so influenced by so many great musicians that you want to be like them, and you see that these are the cats that are getting all the recognition, so you want to be like that. I want to, you know, and I was no different. Kenny Garrett, you know, everybody was trying to be like Kenny Garrett. You know, Kenny Garrett is Kenny Garrett. He's the man.
That's true. That's true.
So
yeah.
I remember I first got to New York and I was trying to be like Kenny Garrett. I was trying to write and play in that style. Not doing well at all, but I was trying. And I remember, like it was yesterday, I went to a jam session at the house of great trumpet player. I'm having to see him. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, it'll come to me at some point.
When it does, we'll edit and we'll pop it in right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Magnarelli, Joe Magnarelli.
Oh, okay, sure.
Mags, right? So it was at his house, and I was writing, and I remember I brought this tune in, and Mag said, "Oh, great! Just what New York needs is another angry alto player."
Oh no!
And man, that broke my heart.
Yep.
But I went home, and I was like, you know what? He's got a point. He's got a point, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be someone else who I'm not. And it's not coming out the way I want it to come out, because everybody knows Kenny Garrett is beautiful.
Right.
Every aspect of his playing and his personality is beautiful. Everything.
Right. Yep.
But me trying to be someone that I'm not, you know, that in itself is going to come out like it's not going to be genuine. It's not going to be, you know, it's so that very day I went home, and the next day I got up and I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to be me. I've got to be me. I've got to write. I still am going to be influenced by all these things, but I've got to come from my history, what resonates with me. And that very day I wrote Puddin' Time.
Wow.
And that's how that came out.
Ooh, man.
And there you go.
That's like an epiphany, man. That's beautiful.
That was from my grandfather. Yeah.
Well, let's you know, I should probably put in the clip. Which album has it where he's where we've got a little bit of the preaching?
That's on
is it on Maria?
Maria Juanez.
Yeah, okay. You know what? I'll switch. I had Priority Soul written down, but I'm gonna switch to that track so we can get a little bit of your grandfather as well.
Yeah, that's him preaching. Yeah. And my grandmother in the background too.
Oh, we have to do it. All right. So from Maria Juanez, I'll do it again. From so like I was saying, here is edit from Maria Juanez, featuring himself, the man, preaching a little bit at the beginning. Here is Puddin' Time.
Our subject is Lord, make me again. And we're going to the scripture now of Jeremiah, the 18th chapter, and first through the 7th verse. Amen. Brother Leali, amen, if you will you read that, please?
Amen. The word which came to Jeremiah.
Now the word which came to Jeremiah.
From the Lord.
Where did it come from?
The Lord.
Hey! Are you sure it did come from the Island School of Theology?
From the Lord.
Listen here now. This is the Bible now. All right, mother.
Saying.
This is what he said.
Arise.
Hey!
now we come back. All right. Well, here's number 4 on the lightning round.
I got
God. Brownie, I'm sorry. One that I wanted to feature, Mr. Sneaky. Tell us about Mr. Sneaky. And I love this chart too. Is this Klaus's chart?
No, you know who did the arrangement on that?
No.
Derek Gardner.
Did he?
Derek Gardner.
He's featured on this, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this
Derek Gardner.
Derek, man, we stole him from the world. He's here in Chicago now.
I know you did.
Yeah, we're not
I know
letting
you
him
did.
go. He will not leave.
That's my good friend right there. That's another one of my brothers. But yeah.
He's spectacular out there at Northwestern and playing all over the place. It's so wonderful to go someplace and here's Derek sitting behind me.
Yeah.
So Derek's on this. Tell us about the band. Oh my gosh, John Faddis is playing lead.
Oh man,
this band is.
It was an all-star band.
Yeah,
it really was. John Faddis, Frank Green.
Oh man,
was
Frank
on there.
was
Sean Jones.
Woo! That's a trumpet section.
Yeah, Kevin Lewis playing trumpet. Derek Gardner.
Derek,
Derek,
and
of
Vince,
course.
right?
And Vince Gardner was on there.
Yep.
Dion Parsons was on. No, not Dion. Dion Tucker was in the trombone section as well. I forget who. We had Billy Wolf playing bass. We had Al Vester on drums. We had Klaus on piano.
Yep.
Rick Germanson played piano on some. And then my saxophone section.
Woo!
We had Keith Loftus, my cousin on tenor. We had Mark Gross was playing alto on there. Tia Ford was playing on there.
Wow.
Max, my friend Max was playing Barry.
Huh.
And then who was my other tenor player? I can't believe I'm having a senior moment. I can't remember.
We'll
that's a shame.
Well, I'll pop in the personnel and the information, Well, this is a great chart. Derek wrote this chart. I love it.
He arranged it. I wrote the tune.
This is your composition, and then Derek arranged it. And people just go on ahead and just download the whole album or talk to Brad. He might even have a CD laying around.
Yeah.
He'll sign it for you. This is one you have to own so you can play it anytime. Don't get it from Spotify. Go ahead and pay some money for it. But this Maria Juanez, man, I love every track on here. And here is Mr. Sneaky. 2, 3, 4. There you go. We have
This is sticky.
We've come back now, and we have finished the lightning round. And this is so sad for me. We come to the last segment on WIESTWORLD. What's next for Brad Leali? You can hear Brad on tour every summer with the great Lyle Lovett's large band.
Yeah.
Which I just heard. Man, you guys just buy tickets when you hear that they're going to be in the neighborhood.
I'm telling you.
What a great ensemble.
Oh, man. I think, my gosh. You know, it's so, this is the opportunity where I have the chance to work with so many musicians from different backgrounds and different music styles. So
you're with one of the great bass players on the planet.
Leland Sklar.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a story.
Uncle.
He is. Man.
I'm telling you, man. I can't believe it. This is like, I have to say I'm so blessed and so thankful for these opportunities to work with so many different people. The community that I have had the opportunity to be surrounded by is just incredible. I'm just so thankful. So thankful.
I can sure appreciate that. I echo that, and I can tell you, as part of the community, we are very thankful for you.
Well, thank
you. Yeah, man, all the stuff that you continue to do. Oh, sadly, this is the end of a beautiful day.
Well,
we're gonna have to leave.
You.
Oh, what a pleasure to have you here, Brad.
You have touched my soul, brother.
Oh, likewise. Bless you. You must know at this point how much I love you, and Well, we'll get together soon. I yearly find an excuse to hang out with Brad Leali. So
well, thank you, Steve.
We'll do it. Please tell everybody I say hello. We know so many folks in common, and I'll do the same.
Okay, buddy.
All right, man.
See you later.
All right. Thanks so much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. Was that fun or what? Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Leali. Just one of my favorite people in the world. In the words of Gil Evans to Miles Davis, I sure am glad he was born. And I'm glad that our paths crossed, and I hope that they will cross again many more times. Just a treat and a wonderful episode. Lots of fun. How about the music? Woof. Great stuff. Brad's just the best, and always a pleasure to be around. Please check out the information below the video on YouTube and in the information section wherever you get your podcasts. And you'll see links to his website, and more information about Brad, and importantly, where you can purchase his music. And please do so. You know, you can find this stuff for free, but musicians like to eat. You dig? So yeah, man, buy some of his stuff, please. It's all great, and you'll be glad you did. So thanks for tuning in, as we used to say, and stay tuned, as was once said back in the day, because there'll be lots more WIESTWORLD coming up soon, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much. Bye. WCBC WIESTWORLD. WIESTWORLD's a production of WIESTWORLD Productions 2025. Man, you're supposed to be talking fast. That was lame.